I dropping a bunch of frames again. It says a few seconds ago I dropped a bunch of frames. Let's see now. Should be a new one. Looks like it's running okay now. I just want to make sure it's running right before obviously I get started playing. I'm just gonna play a couple matches before I go to bed. Got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. Just turn off the in-game music if I'm gonna be listening to any background music. Would you tell me to go to sleep? You first. How about that? Trials? Nah. There's nothing there for me. We're at 55 punch. There's no double points this weekend. That's fine. I'm actually testing out a new mic. I don't know how much of a difference it'll make over a stream, since obviously the quality is not going to be great over a stream. Oh, you don't work till 2 p.m.? I mean, yeah, I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow, because we're supposed to be going out for celebrate a special day. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it. Usually I'm just using my headset mic, which sounds okay. But I've upgraded to this thing, and annoyingly it didn't work right at the start, and I was like, what the heck's wrong with this thing? And I just kept plugging it in. I even restarted the computer, and it still just wouldn't recognize it, wouldn't work at all. And then I looked online, of course, and like that's what they said to do. But one guy in a Best Buy review or something said that he found that the cable that comes with this microphone doesn't work, and so he just tried a different cable. And annoyingly, like the opening for the USB-C cable is not big enough to just take any USB-C, because I have like, I don't know, 10 USB-C cables, but I only have 2 that fit in there. The one that doesn't work, and then the other one that does work, that's from the cheaper version of this microphone. But that one works. I've been using it with my old mic forever and decided to use it with this one to see if it works. Hey, Reforged. Doing good, man. SBMM is coming back, and I mean, I guess I'll see if I eat my words, you know, because I remember I talked about wanting SBMM, and you told me no, that's terrible. But I mean, you're a good player, so obviously now it means you're gonna have to play against plenty of other good players. I'm not a good player, so what am I using right now? Hard Light still, Fractithis. I haven't really played much since last time I streamed. Skill-based matchmaking instead of connection-based matchmaking. It's still going to be a mix of both, though. Or I guess not just those two things. It's going to be like skill-based matchmaking to an extent, with still emphasis on... Had it back in Season 7. Terrible connections. Yeah, so that's what they said, is they want to try to get it to be SBMM without the horrible... connection issues, and they're looking at 2 things. One is connections to the server, and then the other being the peer-to-peer connection. So they're going to try to keep those in check while trying to do some SBMM, so that you don't have a lobby of like skill tiers of like the best players in the world and also the worst players in the world in the same match. That's kind of the hope. So, you know, I hope it goes well. Also, I don't know what my audio levels are like, if the music's too loud. Prophecy? No, I had gotten to the boss with a friend of mine way back when we first tried it, and we couldn't beat it because we had just sort of like a whatever loadout that we jumped in with, and then we never went back to play it, and I don't really have other people to play with, so... Yeah, never completed it, but I did think it was cool, because I did Duality some time ago. I jumped in with actually a student of mine. Oh, you solo flawless? Yeah, that's cool, man. That's hard to do. Absolutely. Because it was the 2 of us and then my brother, but we were all sort of like towards the bottom of the power levels when we jumped in, and we were able to get through to the boss, like I said, and we were of course like spending upgrade modules along the way. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm sure I'm rusty. I haven't played much in like the last month or whatever.
Control.
Plus the hard light is not like, auto rifles are not meta at all. I just like playing with this thing because I think it's cool, and I didn't know I had it until just recently. But I think my loadout's pretty decent.
Take those zones.
We'll see. It just depends, man. Like sometimes I get put into matches with noobs and I can destroy them, and then sometimes I get, oh no, I have triple jump on instead of straight jump. What an idiot. And then sometimes I get put into matches with super sweaty players and they absolutely destroy me. Look, there's only 4 of us on my team. So, unless they give us some more teammates, we're about to get stomped.
Zone B captured. You have advantage. Zone C lost.
I'm weak. Chase my teammate, please. Still only 4 of us. Peace of mind? Yeah, I mean, I think hard light is just sort of a cool weapon. I do have a few peace of minds. I actually main No Time to Explain. I used to use Messenger a lot, not the Desperado variant, although I do have one. Yikes. Like I broke my ankles. Yeah, I feel very rusty. I also feel very tired, but whatever. I'm not here to make excuses. Yikes. My teammate just killed him. Thank you, teammate. I'll wait for that Wither Horde to clear. Man, that commemoration destroyed me. Alright, now we have 6 players, but we'll see if we can catch up. My music? No. I mean, well, yes. I mean, not that I made it, but it's just on YouTube. It's like royalty-free music that I looked up on YouTube.
Zone C captured. You have advantage.
One coming up on my right also. I had to move because there was somebody on my right.
Zone B captured. That's a power.
Yeah, and Prophecy would be great. It's not that the completion is really that big of a deal to me. I just really enjoyed playing it, and it was kind of a, you know, a shame that we were so close to beating it and we didn't. Somebody at Heavy Tunnel, looks like. Somebody over there as well. One of my favorite things about this weapon for sure is the ammo capacity. Is abundant. Man, those long range fusion rifles are no joke. Yeah, I mean, I would be too, I suppose, because most people, I guess, dedicate basically their entire lives to it. Of course I'm being facetious, but I just mean they spend a lot of time on it as if it's a job. I definitely don't do that. I just kind of jump into PvP once in a while and see what's what, and that's about it. Oh, here come a bunch of them. Yikes. I didn't even see him because I was looking too high. The problem with jumping while invis, of course, is that you show up on the radar during the jump.
This is amazing.
Yikes, it's not about to be. The guy right on top of me, it looks like. Thank you, teammate. Two R's? What does that mean? Vertical time of play, resolution changed. Changes when your keyboard? Man, there are too many of them there. I was not expecting that. Let's play games that I'm taking. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're like half playing. I guess the only way to do it realistically is like to give up some sleep, like I'm doing right now.
Zone C lost.
Okay, somebody on my left there. Yeah, I find it hard to be a PvE main, and I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people who really enjoy the PvE content. I don't. Like, I played Duality, and I thought it was really boring. I thought Prophecy was cool. Send me a video, sure.
Zone advantage is yours.
Horny at death. Yeah, I mean, I heard it, but I didn't know where to go.
Zone B,
yeah, I mean, you know, with my son, I try not to play games when I'm hanging out with him and stuff, but he used to like to play Destiny. But, you know, the lack of SBMM is hard on the kids. Well, at least kids as young as mine. But, yeah, as far as PvE stuff, I don't know. Strikes, just kind of played them too many times. You know, you play strikes long enough to complete anything that requires you to do a bunch of strikes, and you've done them all.
Keep it up, and victory is yours. 3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Yikes. I mean, I could use my super, but my team's kind of slaying, and I don't know. I figured I'd jump on and like talk about SBMM a little bit. But it depends on weapons. Hardlight is easy to manage. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I don't have the catalyst for it. I would like to get the catalyst for it, but you know, I did play some strikes to try to get it. It has still not arrived, unfortunately. Somebody's way out there. Some other guys are right here.
A well-fought victory.
Looks like my teammate blasted that guy. I did not.
Your victory gives the city hope, Guardians.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just like 1.18 in a obviously winning match is not great. Yeah, they did. It's the twilight hours are a little bit tough. Middle of the day, you know, is really not so bad. I even get into plenty of matches where I end up at like a 2 or 3 or 4 KD. Yeah, the different archetypes. It is definitely a big deal, but I don't know. There are a few weapons I like, and I feel like as much as one type of weapon might have an advantage over another, most of my wand gun fights are going to be whether, you know, I mean, obviously, if I run into them and they're like super weak and I need to, like, they're only one shot away from being dead, then, you know, I should win that fight. But otherwise, if I'm better than them, I'll likely win. If I'm not, I'll likely lose. As long as I'm entering the engagement at like the right distance and stuff. So I don't worry about it too much. You know, I use a few weapons that I think feel good. I mostly just use Ace of Spades or No Time to Explain. Sometimes I use Igneous Hammer, Shire's Wrath. Not really, I guess. Gnawing Hunger is kind of fun sometimes. But now that I have hard light, I'm not gonna bother. I guess I could if I wanted to go with Chaperone as well, but I mostly just use Ace of Spades and then first in last out. Now I'm using hard light and Fractithist. I wouldn't be using this, I think, if I had another slug that I could use for this. I mean, it's okay. You know, the range is okay on it, but I'm so used to having to aim for headshots with my shotgun. And I don't bother for the heavy almost ever, although I do have a cluster bomb, Bad Omens. But Aramis, however, how are you doing in the Smash Bros scene? Still keeping up with it, or are you falling out at this point? Oh, but back to PvE stuff I was saying. Yeah, I mean, I've you know, played plenty of the strikes. Patrols are just kind of, it's cool to explore the places like first time around when you're new light. Otherwise the story doesn't, it's not really cohesive enough for me. I had to show it. I had to click to show it because profanity, you know. Which is not an auto setting, that's just a setting I have because sometimes people are, I don't know, spamming, I don't know. Not good stuff. Yeah, and dungeons, GMs, raids, I mean, I don't have anybody to play with for that stuff. And I mean, I've started out a few of the dungeons, and I felt like Prophecy was the only one that was really fun to me. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of others that are fun, but it's the first one that I encountered that I was like, oh man, this is really fun to play, and I enjoy doing it. The rest of it just hasn't spoken to me in the same way. Some guys coming around here. Yikes. I'm volatile. We're getting spanked right now. Here come some guys right now. One's coming from the right. If my teammate's there, if he dies, then I gotta watch out.
You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
I'm back. No, not you. Like that. Missed with the heavy. Lol. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anybody, man. Like, I go to school. Right now, I'm just taking my summer stuff online. I go to school in San Diego, which is not near me. Like, I gotta drive over an hour to school every day. And then I moved here from LA and I don't know anybody because I work from home. Is he coming up? That guy is. I'm gonna die. Yeah. That's what I get for pushing it a little too aggressively. Let me quit my job for a week. Hey man, those are big words. It would take a while, I think. Yeah, but I just don't know anyone, and I don't know. I enjoy PvP. I just don't like how loose it is. Where like, yeah, every match could be like, has a pretty high chance of being an absolute stomping.
Zone A lost.
Where's this guy? They already got him. Alright, now it looks like my team is pulling it out. mean, I guess I should crouch, but who cares? Ooh, that's the guy that I had just killed, but he blasted me that time. Yeah, doing okay this match. It just kind of depends, man. When your team is doing well, you know, if you have teammates around, it's a little bit easier, but you go up against some good players and it can be pretty tough. Uh-oh, somebody behind me as well. Got him at least.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
So you said Kevin's pretty good, huh? Aramis? I mean, I'm definitely not good, but I do okay. I do okay, but he's playing a lot of Roblox, which, like, whatever. You know, it's not something I can share with him, unfortunately, because it just doesn't pique my interest at all. Plenty of guys on my right, but let's try to deal with OnlyFans here. Ooh, fusion rifle. I should have had my shotgun ready. I do have a super. I guess I might as well blast somebody. I would like to do it to save a zone, though. Ooh, I hear a golden gun.
Keep it up.
Oh, I'm totally missed. That sucks. I should have shot the wall, but I know that triple shot has very, very low range, so I just tried to hit him straight dead on. Where is that guy back there somewhere? I don't think that was the ricochet rounds. I think my teammate just cleaned them up for me. Here comes somebody. Sorry, Cone. Well, sorry, not sorry, right? Like, I'm trying to win, but... I know he's got to be feeling it a little bit right now. Got nobody coming that way yet. We'll try for A. Yikes. I did not hit him with my grenade. I thought I was going to. That's funny, man. Ah, I can't beat him from that range. He's got DMT, man. Nothing I can do there. What a horrible spawn. Wait for my health. Here it comes. He's still here? He is, but he's going right.
Shut the enemy down.
I had to get it back. I mean, unfortunately my teammate was the one who finished blasting him, but... I had to try.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Finish them. For one.
Here they come again. Now there's one on the right here. No, it was just a smoke bomb or something. He's not coming, it looks like. My teammate blasted that guy. Somebody taking B. Ooh, a lot of guys taking B.
Sound tactics bring victory.
We did okay. Yeah, Destiny's kind of like that, man. That it, like, you're kind of, in order to keep up and not miss out on stuff, like you kind of just have to play all the time. And you know, I don't want to subscribe to that. Yeah, unfortunately, like this guy is, their teammates were not doing too well. Like it's hard for this one good player to carry when there are like a few decent players on this side. 1389. You're talking about silly stuff. Light level. Get out of here. Look. He's not 1389. That guy's definitely 1580 without his, or whatever the hard cap is. Plus, like, he's probably like rank 5000. Do I have him on my friends? I may, right? Nice. What kind of name is that? Where is he? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe he was 1339 back when 1389 back when the cap was 1330 without a boost, and then he would have been 1389 with the seasonal boost, which would have been high during that time. Absolutely high. I think the highest I got to at that time was like 1330 with my boost, because I was only 1321 or 22. I might have been like 1335. Who knows? Let's see if I get blasted this time around. You see that like the player base must be pretty small because I keep playing with a lot of the same guys, which is supposed to happen to an extent, but here comes somebody. Oof, that pocket singularity, man.
Nothing. Zone advantage is yours.
Looks like my team's slaying a little bit again. Let's see if I can take C. There might be more than one guy over here, though. He's up top. One's far, one's up top. Yikes, that's DMT.
You captured Zone C. You have advantage.
My teammate got him, nice. That guy's running. It looked like I shot him, but apparently I did not. Oof! Cloud strike. Lucky my teammates were not nearby, because that would have sucked. Somebody's gonna jump up any second. Nothing. Man, I was doing like no damage to that guy. That guy's strafe speed was crazy. He must have a, of course, 100 mobility, but also moving target on his weapon. Or he's got Stompies on. I believe Stompies gives a movement bonus. I don't know for sure.
Zone B lost. They have advantage.
They took B just now. There's an explosive knife behind me. Yikes. Hopefully they come out and push me. It's gonna be hard to take B back, I think. Looks like my teammates cleared them out, so I can stay here for a second.
You captured Zone B. You have advantage.
What? Who just hit me? Sounded like somebody meleeed me. No, it's the OnlyFans player. Stummies give slide, sprint, and jump height. Oh, I thought I gave strafe speed because that guy was strafing like crazy on me. I mean, not that I know he has stompies on, but I was just guessing as to why he had such good movement speed. Not good movement, that's no surprise, but good movement speed. Strafe speed. Your teammate just smacked away. Yeah, that makes sense.
Fire team that fights together stays together.
Thanks for the barricade. I don't think we need it. I think we need to be blasting these guys, but it's always welcome because they might walk right into it, you know. Pick up these orbs for now. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get him with that shotgun. Only ability Apex Drift. I mean, so does moving target, but I felt like there was a buff or something that would give you that extra movement speed. See if I can jump up by C and then take him on from there. No, the tornado's coming this way now. Sucks.
5 minutes remain.
I mean, we're still gonna win this, I think.
Fight on.
They have a well, sounds like. Yikes, I didn't even see that guy. It's also harder to see in non-HDR mode because I have to turn HDR in order for the stream to look okay. When I stream and I have the game in HDR, it looks terrible, like super blown out. There's another guy right here. I hear a golden gun. Yikes.
You have zone advantage.
Sorry. Guys are over there. Oh. It's ricochet rounds, man. They'll get you. The guy coming up behind us as well. Hopefully they push this guy. See if I can take A. Doubt it, but we'll see.
I need a hunter like you with the red jacket.
I managed, but only because my teammate was there doing all that damage.
Zone B lost.
I'm also on controller in case you're wondering. So of course I'm just a lowly pleb. I mean, it has, you know, both inputs I think have their advantages and disadvantages. The turn speed is like phenomenal, of course, if you're playing on mouse, if you're good at it. But it's with my very limited mouse and keyboard experience, because I do try to play PvE and stuff, mouse and keyboard. I find aiming to be hard, of course, because it's not the input I'm used to. We coming for A? Oh, I already got him. Damn vortex. Should I blast B with my... Ooh, OnlyFans. No. Golden gun lose? Yeah, I mean, it happens to me. It definitely happens to me. Golden gun doesn't help me at all. You have to be a good shot to make any use of golden gun, I think. I feel like nope. I was gonna try to make use of my super over there, but it's gonna be tough. Here he comes, here he comes. Ooh. If I had known that that guy had his super on, I would have shot it. Keep control, yeah. I mean, if you're playing Smash, that totally makes sense, right? Yeah, I mean, I play with a Pro controller when I do play Smash because I play Ultimate, so once in a while. Look, not too bad this round, but again, some pretty decent players here, and then this guy is like vastly better than. This is why it's going to skill-based matchmaking to an extent, is because the lobby balancing in Crucible has been terrible. So they said they're going to try to get it down to where like the difference between the best player and the worst player is about 10 kills in a match, and that the match is won by a difference of about 10 points. That's what they're going to try, they say. We'll see. Are your friends still pretty active though? And if so, how do you fare against them being like the guy who just kind of plays casually nowadays as a former competitive player? Because I mean, I get wrecked. In Ultimate, I would say I could still hang for the most part. Not that I ever could realistically. Like I'm not at any high. I've never been at a high level in Smash. Because the bulk of my Smash experience is 64 from when I was like, I don't know, 8 years old or something. Yikes, man. That was Cloud Strike for sure. They're coming this way, they're coming this way. I wonder if my teammates are the guys that have been... Nope. Losing the previous matches, I was going to say. Like I got blasted into the air. There's a guy on the left as well. Ooh, I stuck out a little too long. That because the grenade was slowing me down. I'm playing it. Okay, it's just some kind. A good friend, Aaron. He's pretty solid. Either go with him or just under. But that's when I'm on a good day. Yeah, I mean it's nothing to be ashamed of, you know, for being a casual player in terms of your activity levels. Looks like my team is getting beat up a little bit right now. See if I can do anything to help them. I haven't so far. Is he coming back? Is he coming back? That's our Wither Horde, right? Yeah. Zone A lost. Yeah, that good player's on the other side right now, and I'm getting absolutely destroyed. I mean, part of it is I'm bothering to read these comments instead of playing. Like right now, it almost happened. Maybe I should decide. Like if I play a casual egg. Yeah. I mean, I understand that feeling. Like, there are definitely players even in this game, like if I play, I don't know, Survival or something, which is sort of my main playlist. That if I play against them, there's almost no chance I'll lose, even if I've been away for a long time. But I mean, it's not many players, but like the casual PvPer who only comes in to do their pinnacles or something. My teammate is getting bodied though. There's a guy coming up on the left, another one on our right though. Totally missed that. What did I get blasted by that did that to me?
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Zone B lost. This could come down to the zones. We would get more points per capture if more people were on the zone.
Captured Zone C. You have advantage.
This is our Wither Horde.
Zone A lost. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. You captured Zone B. You have advantage.
Yikes. That grenade got me. Good call. AutoZone? Yeah, I mean, you know, the longtime players like you, for sure, you would. And I think we played, right? And you destroyed me. Because even though you consider yourself to be casual to PvP, there are plenty of players like me who like stay off for weeks or a month at a time, and then come in for a day or two or a couple hours here or there or whatever, which is definitely more casual than what many Destiny players consider to be casual. Casual to Destiny players seems like it's like 50 hours a week, which is of course absurd. Yeah, I consider casual to be like, I don't know, every once in a while you jump in and you just kind of play it for novelty, you know, because it's a game you used to play or something. Yikes. I mean, it's easy to grenade people over there, I guess. It was dumb for me to do it. Yeah, I mean, it was... Unfortunately, you know, my friend joined our match and then ended up throwing off the numbers. But I feel like otherwise, I was glad to be holding my own as well as I was, at least. Yikes. Those DMT players, man. Yeah, of course, man. Double time. Tax free. Yikes. That guy's got Memento Mori active at the moment for sure. That's such a funny thing to say. And it really does feel like, then why do people consistently play so actively? That's my favorite thing about this weapon is just the ammo capacity, man, the magazine capacity. Because of course all the weapons, all the primaries are infinite now, but the fact that if I do knock one guy, I've got enough ammo to fight another guy if I need to.
What can stop you if you fight?
Well placed grenade seems. Ooh, walked right into that beloved. I was gonna say Cloud Strike. Might work 60 plus hours. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of Destiny players are that way, that this is their game. Their only game for the most part. They jump on here or there, somewhere else sometimes, but a lot of players are Destiny mains, you know.
One final push and victory is yours.
Oh, I should go super those guys, huh?
You're winning. Stay strong.
Should try anyway. See, is there another guy I can super? Yeah, why not? I haven't used my super like any round just because whatever. But should. Sometimes. Ooh. I should have slid. I saw it and I was like, no. At least with a slide I might have evaded it. Get out of here, OnlyFans. Can somebody go please check whether that OnlyFans is real or not?
Your victory gives the city hope, Guardians.
Yeah, and I guess I would say like it is the game I play the most. It's definitely the game I have the most hours in like the history of playing games. But no, I'm just curious. I'm just just because it's hilarious to me anytime I see that. Usually they're like real silly jokes, like OnlyFans, and it'll be for like one of the characters in Destiny or whatever. But yeah, I mean, this is the game I play the most, but I definitely, it's just because I can kind of just repeatedly jump into PvP matches and play a little mindlessly. But I would say like my favorite games recently, Death Stranding is absolutely phenomenal. And I recently got Stray. Well, I got it for my son, but I ended up playing it, and I ended up playing all the way through it because it's not very long. It's the first game I've beaten in a while. And I nearly 100%ed it on the first run. It's not. There's not a lot of stuff to do in it anyway. There's like a few side quests that just kind of are for nothing. But I got it because I thought it looked really cool, and I thought he might like to play it. And then I just decided to try it out and see what the hardware performance is like in there. So I've got a 6800 that I tested it on, and on max settings it does dip down to about 50 in some areas with a lot of dynamic lighting. I also have a 5950X and 3600 CL18, 64 gigs of it. So not like I'm really bottlenecked anywhere but the GPU at that point, because playing it in 4K max settings, which is kind of silly because I don't see a difference between high setting for effects or medium for effects. I dropped down to 1.45 by the way from 1.5 because I had some family visiting and I just let them play on my account. And so they, you know, they went into matches and got like 0.1, 0.2, that sort of stuff. Somebody coming up to my left. Is that a hung jury? Or Aisha's? Tommy's matchbook, man. I don't remember the last time I saw that thing. Probably whenever my son got it and he's like, oh, let me use this thing for a minute. And then he, of course, immediately stopped using it. Oh, yikes. Jotun, get out of here with that nonsense, please. No. Retzel Burger, why? Oh, my team's getting destroyed. I didn't even realize. They're coming up around us as well, so we gotta push in, I think. Here comes one. There's another one right behind me. So minimal strafing I can do here. Ooh. Oh, that was ours. As soon as I heard it like it was gonna pop off, I was like, oh man, I'm screwed. I'm glad to hear the sound is good though. I mean, I don't know what the audio sounds like for the mic, if it's like discernibly better, but that's what I hope, you know, is that it is. Try to stop these guys with B real quick. A bunch of them apparently. Please, teammate, kill him. No, he killed my teammate. Yeah, I mean, I didn't say anything about Jude Turnip, but you're right, it's true. I don't know if I would say it's an emo album, though. I know it's Anthony Green stuff, but, you know, like, Seosin is, or Saosin, which comes from Shaoxin, is definitely an emo band. But I don't know if I would say that Circa Survive is. He's got a teammate. Actually, his teammates are out here as well. can't see anything. Stayed there too long. I couldn't see. No radar, you know. Yeah, I try to keep it low enough that you can like hear the gunshots and stuff, but where it's not keeping all the other sounds from working.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Yes. 3 down.
I had to try. Oh, come on. How did he even hit me from there? Oh, he must have shot my teammate. Yikes, man. There's so much super here. The battle for B. I mean, really, we should just take A and C if we can.
Zone B lost.
Yikes, man. Sniping me in the air like that? The audacity.
5 minutes.
Where are they?
remaining.
One on the right. At B. Oh, there's a bubble there. I gotta get out of here. Somebody at C. See if I can fight him. Somebody on my right probably as well that I can't see too far from my radar.
You captured
See if we can
Zone
take
C.
this Tommy's Matchbook
You
guy.
have advantage. Your
Oh
enemy
man.
is pushing for victory.
Hate those shoulder charges. Yeah, I mean this is kind of expected. I mean the thing on the after a death is not always accurate, but it often is, or it's often close at least. And it's showing right now that I may be the better player on my team, so it makes sense that we're getting stopped.
Your beat
Neutral milk hotel?
this time.
No, I shouldn't have reloaded. I got him anyway.
You eat monsters for breakfast. You can win a battle for territory. Again.
More garbage weapons, thanks a lot. See, this is another thing that like Destiny is a job, because you're like trying to keep all the best stuff and keep like 70 of the same weapon to figure out which one's the god roll and whatever. So this guy outdid me for a KD. But you know, I just don't bother with it. I just delete everything. Mercy. Well, no, this one was not a mercy. Hey, look. This was the better player most of the time, I think. This is Ratzoberger, who absolutely burned me down somehow. But, you know, these guys are having some trouble against us. But it looks like it's been shaken up a little bit. These guys are sort of new fill-ins. That I know all the old alternative bands. Because I'm old. Yeah, I mean, no, there were too many bands at the time, and then also limited availability to music at that time. You know, internet was kind of new. I mean, it's not that the internet hadn't been out for a little while, but YouTube was brand new. You know, my old YouTube channel was from YouTube year 1, if I remember correctly. So, this is my new YouTube channel. I got rid of the old one, but yeah, there was just not a lot of accessibility to music, and then a lot of stuff like that wasn't put on YouTube for you to just listen to. Especially some of the more esoteric stuff. Also, I don't know. You kind of... I think this happens to a lot of people, at least this is what I've read, this is what I've heard, is that a lot of people get stuck in like their coming of age period of music, like when if they are really into music when they're teenagers or young adults or whatever, like that's the area, the type of music they stick to. and I find that that's true. Like I like a lot of 80s synthwave stuff, and I like a lot of emo, and then when you think of like older people who like to listen to, I don't know, 70s stuff, you know, they're of the age group that's like, you know, 20 years older than me, typically. And it just seems like people just don't grow out of it. I don't want to get sniped at river. Water, I think a lot of players call it.
Enemy claims zone B.
Dang. I could have just thrown my actual grenade afterward.
Enemy claims zone A.
Looks like we're running against a stack, maybe.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Ah, I was so close. Yeah, we're running against an absolute stack, and they are, at the moment, trying to roll us. Thankfully, I was able to take a couple of them down.
Super one. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
I'm weak, I'm weak. Not anymore. They're in Shrine, it looks like. See if we can do something about these guys. Come back out, please. I wasn't quick enough. And now I'm weak. Now there's one coming up behind me as well. It's hard to beat an adept pulse at that range, man. I really do find pulses to be absolutely strong, like frighteningly strong at the moment. Damn it.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
Casual. Yeah, me too. Big mix with music. Oh, listen to oldies. Good stuff, man. Oh, that guy's gonna snipe the crap out of me. Listen to rap music. Pop or emo. Spanish music? Spanish music? What Spanish music? I'm a big fan. Gotta stay a little away from him. One coming up on my left too. He's gonna push me. Oh no! That shield. Yeah, I mean, I do like. I would say I listen to a bit of everything, but I know that I more regularly listen to a few different things. One other nice thing is that I don't have to worry about the noise from bumping this mic. Man, why? Why? That's stupid. Who's he fighting? Who's he fighting? Let's see.
Shut the enemy down.
Of course it's Blade Barrage. I know they're all emoting on us. Thanks for the toxicity, guys. I really have missed it the last 4 or 5 matches that I haven't seen it. Oh, yeah, no worries, man. Like, if your parents grow up on that sort of stuff, and especially, like, if you're
5
born in an
minutes
English-speaking
remaining.
country,
You captured
it's
Zone
not
B.
unlikely that you
You
don't end up
have
picking it up.
advantage.
Or you pick up a
Zone
few
A
words here or
lost.
there and stuff. You know, language is up to you by the time you're an adult, I guess. And at that point, it's extremely hard to pick up. But before that, I would say it's definitely up to your parents, you know?
Zone B lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone.
Oh, come on. These guys are trolling us now. That glaive shield.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Mysterious Norte. Yeah, they're good. I would say my favorite Spanish song ever is Los Caminos de la Vida. And I would say overall my favorite musical artist that speaks Spanish, because
Zone advantage.
it's not only Mexican people who speak Spanish, but I would say Ramon Ayala is my favorite.
Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone B lost.
Not view that. Look at that. It's on the cover. Get out of here, please. I said please, okay?
3 minutes remaining.
Yikes, man, there he is again. I didn't even know the people on the house behind it were playing that. Yeah, there's a really funny meme that I saw that it says, like, living in a Mexican neighborhood, and it's this dude crying in bed while the music's still playing at like 5 in the morning. That is the truth. Where is he? Come back and fight me then, man. Come on.
Zone advantage is yours.
Watch him blast me right now. I should use my super to help my team out right now.
Zone C lost.
Where are the supers right now? Yikes.
Zone B lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back. That's why we have fire teams. Don't let your enemy take this without a fight. Only 1 minute left.
Ah. Oh. That's frustrating. See if my teammate's gonna get him or not. Ugh.
30 seconds remaining. Your enemy has defeated you.
Ooh, too bad. Apple Valley? No, I have not.
You've got to hold those zones.
Oh, thanks for the garbage. This one guy in his glaive, right? Oh no, I can't. I wasn't gonna send him a request. I was just gonna inspect to see if that was the glaive guy or not. Man, it was so hard to kill him while he was using it. But it is, you know, you gotta give him credit because I can't hit anything with a glaive in PvP. It's hard enough to hit things in PvE with that thing unless you're like right in front of him. Which I guess I was getting right in his face, but... And fireworks. Yeah. And helicopters if you're in LA. I ended the queue there for a second. I don't want to get matched up with those guys again. I know, I'm scaredy. Let's see if Shax has got anything for me. It looks like not, but played a few matches here, so I'm surprised by that. The Midwest? Yeah, I have family in Chicago, or near Chicago. They live in like Carpentersville, Elgin area. Actually lived out there as a kid for a little while with them. I remember going to my friend's house and playing like, what was it? Vector? Or Vector Man or whatever it was. Oh, Illinois. Oh, man! Wow, I wouldn't have guessed. I mean, not that it's like odd that people live in different places, right? But just that the population, of course, in like California and New York are pretty high, and so when you talk to people from wherever, there's a pretty good chance that they're in one of the higher population states. Where did I get some garbage? Thanks for the garbage. Yeah, and then the other one I played was it was a Pac-Man game, but it was on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis or something, and it was like a side-scrolling RPG sort of game.
Did you show the darkness what light
Wisconsin. Yeah, that is close.
Don't waste it.
This is really why I do it, is because Shax gives me prisms. Thanks a lot, Shax. These are just for XP, which at this point doesn't matter. I'll reach 100 by the end of the season anyway, even if I play a little bit. And I just do it for the Ascendance Shard. So there's that one, and here's this one. I really don't care about this ornament at all, because I don't care about that weapon, and I don't care about this ornament either. I'm just not a big fan of a lot of the cosmetics in this game. But, I mean, the game itself, I think, looks great. It's pretty well designed. I think the cool character designs and stuff, but I feel like a lot of the cosmetics that you can acquire and like are supposed to be sought after, like this event thing. I haven't played the event once, and it's because I have no interest at all in getting any of that stuff. But yeah, I remember playing those two games specifically with a friend of mine who lived down the street. I also remember seeing fireflies for the first time while I was out there. And there were a bunch of them, man. There were so many. I had a motorcycle accident some years ago, and have a lot of memory loss, so when I remember stuff, I'm like blasted with memories. And so I'm like remembering all kinds of stuff, like getting 3D glasses in a cereal box, because the stuff on the box was 3D, and I remember thinking that was cool.
What cipher is this?
These things, I don't even know what to claim them for at this point. Yeah, 5 a.m. Yeah, it's rough, man. It's already 2 a.m. or whatever over here. What time is it? Let's see, 2:30. Yeah, man. Well, hey, thanks for the subscribing, man. I'm actually gonna put up some merch soon, and it's not like to make money. I'm just gonna leave them at cost, just because I have some cool designs in mind, and my friend's really good at making stuff. And what else was I gonna say? I was gonna give away, maybe if you play Destiny. I don't know if you play Destiny or not, Oscar. A Witch Queen code. As well as I have an R9 290 I could ship to somebody. It's a backup card that I have. In the event that somebody really needs a card. And I don't know, maybe something else. Another game thing. Discount or trade for what? Oh, for the... No, the card is... I was hoping to give it away to somebody who needs it, and then giving away a Witch Queen code to somebody who plays Destiny and maybe can't afford it. But I don't know when I'll do that. Soon, hopefully sooner rather than later. I mean, these days I get like 2 or 3 viewers. Why is my frame rate so garbage low right now? That happens when I pass through there sometimes. Hey man, all I have is text. I don't have any like, what's it called, context. I can't tell when you're kidding and when you're not kidding, right? All I have is text, so I just take things literally. Buy the merch. Oh, discount for the merch. Oh, you're hilarious, man. No, I have some cool designs on mine, Destiny related stuff, non-Destiny related stuff, and I hope to put them up. I mean, I will put them up obviously to like try to make $1 or $2 here or there at some point, but to anybody who's just kind of watching, subscribing or whatever, I'll probably just put them at whatever it costs to order them. I think it's like 12 bucks or something is the shirt shipped. So hopefully they're good quality shirts. I'll try to buy one myself beforehand so I can tell whether it's good or it's garbage. So I can warn people like, hey, just so you know, they're not awesome quality shirts, I'm wearing one or whatever. Or if they're great, I'll say that, but I'm definitely not gonna lie about it. Because I'm not like, it's not like I have thousands and millions of subscribers that I'm trying to make $1 or $2 off of, you know, hey, go buy my merch, they're like the best quality shirts you've ever seen in your whole life, they're made of this Persian cotton. Yeah. Oh, you still remember that? I totally forgot about that. To anybody else who's watching that comment, yeah, man, I got you so hard. It was, we were playing, I can't remember what it was, Smash probably, and there was a time that I almost got him, or I might have gotten him, and I didn't, but I was like, man, I could have got you so hard. And as soon as the words were leaving my mouth, I was like, no, why? God. You know who I was hoping would join me is a family member, but she is not on right now. This person right here, where they are not a Steam player. Right here, got a Bible Babe. Get out of here, man. Yeah, no, I'm not about any of that sort of stuff at all. I mean, I'll have a few drinks here or there. Most of the time, it'll be 1 or 2 drinks, and that's about it. But I do like a good beer. I like a good IPA. I'm not a big fan of most stouts. I have had a stout here or there that I thought was okay, but you know, a stout's wasted on me. A stout lover could enjoy that beer instead of me almost enjoying it.
Control.
You know, some of the most fun I've had in Destiny in a while was actually just exploring around Nessus. Another joke. Like on context sucks.
Show your enemy the place.
Yeah, no. I know you were making a joke about that, but I just wanted to make it clear in case anybody else is watching, because we've still got somebody else on, so. And people are popping in and out, or might see this later. I think my thumbnail is pretty catchy, right? Looks like they're fighting some people right here. It's the same guy, I think. No, it's not. Groovy. So not the same guy. That's what I get for being greedy. I was like, I have to kill that guy.
Enemy has advantage.
A good beer? You mean like a craft beer at all, or just like? Looks like my team is getting blasted. Absolutely blasted.
That's why we have fire team.
I'll try to take B. Where are they coming from? I do like this playlist, man. I don't know. You know what? I hope I don't have autoplay on and that it's like playing some non-royalty free stuff now. Yikes. Ooh, some of their team has quit. One of mine has quit as well. There's some beer festival happening and it's 8-Bit Brewing. Yeah, 8-Bit Brewing is great, man. I'm glad it's right here. I don't drink there enough. I think it's because I don't go out much. I just kind of live in my cave. Like, I know people talk about man caves and stuff. I really do just live in here and don't do just about anything else. Where is this guy? Ooh, he broke my ankles. Looks like the glaives are either the new meme or the new meta, man. Well, my team has not killed much of anything, and we've only got 13 points. That's including zone captures.
You have advantage. Zone C lost. Enemy has zone advantage. Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Cool knife. Ooh, totally whiffed my melee. And it was because I was not close enough. It wasn't Destiny that time. Yeah, that's why we don't meet up. I'm telling you, man, I don't do anything besides like school and work and take my son to training.
Enemy has your zones.
I mean, I guess play Destiny once in a while.
You captured zone C.
By once in a while, I really mean once in a while, of course.
Double down. That's why we have fire team. Yes. 3 down.
That was a hard to win battle there. Looks like maybe their team, because their guys had quit. Is that right? Is that what I said earlier? And it looks like their team filled back up a little bit sooner than ours did. Maybe that's why they stomped the crap out of us for a while. I don't know if I should bother capping anymore, because my team is definitely getting destroyed and this is just going to prolong it.
Zone C lost. They have advantage.
I mean, all my teammates seem to be alive at the moment.
You captured zone B. You
Let's see if we can
have
take C.
advantage.
I mean, it looks like we're catching up, so maybe we were a guy or two short and now we're full. Moving to another restaurant, really. Yeah, capped out as far as like what they're gonna offer you for position and pay, or capped out as far as like aspiration. No, doink. We're still one short. So, no surprise, I guess.
Only 5 minutes left.
Where are they at? Straight across. Let's see. There's one outside. See him now. The glaive guy. Glaive master. 5,000. Ooh, there's too many people here. It's right underneath us. He's coming this way. He's coming out this way. No, it looks like my teammate got him. All of the above. Man, that's terrible. I hate that feeling. Because, you know, like when I was working at the restaurant, I kind of felt the same way. That I felt like they weren't going to offer me anything better. They weren't going to pay me more. They weren't going to give me a better position. I was going to stay where I was at for a long time until like people moved out and they needed new people or something. Then maybe. But even then, there were so many people that were there that were from a different restaurant. And so they were... I figured they were more likely to upgrade those people than to give new people a shot. No. I mean, I didn't waste my super because I died before I pulled it off, but this is what's called an auto rifle, which is different than a submachine gun. But not all of these types of weapons have ricochet rounds. Only a few of them do. So I'll show you in a second. There are what are called perks for any particular weapon, and one of those perks can be ricochet. But this one happens to have it intrinsically as an exotic, as its exotic perk. One of them. Where's this guy?
3 minutes remain. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone
Looks like my
C
team is caught up.
Enemy has advantage. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Man, they were everywhere right now. But we're still 5. Doom is putting in some work, apparently. Yeah, I mean, I know like a lot of people try to push you into this, and you're gonna have ricochet rounds. Yeah, because all the weapons roll with random. Well, not all of them, I guess, not blues, but the legendaries and stuff roll with random perks. Whenever you pick up a weapon, it may have some good stuff, it might have some crappy stuff, but it'll almost always be slightly different than one that you already have.
Zone A lost.
Yeah, I actually found the same thing, and this is gonna disgust many people. But when I was working at the restaurant, pretty high profile restaurant in downtown, we would have inspections, and one of the rules, of course, is that like after stuff is removed from the main fridge or whatever, it has to be used within 4 hours, and otherwise it has to be thrown out. And it has to be kept like at a certain temperature during that time anyway, but after 4 hours you got to throw it out. And what would happen at the restaurant of that was they had somebody go around and replace the stickers that we'd put on them, like the timestamp, without actually throwing them out or changing them out. They're like, just change out the stickers so that, because we don't want to throw it away because it costs money, and we don't have like the manpower to go out and like make sure we're changing all the stuff all the time.
That's why we have fire team. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. A well-fought victory.
Yikes. Shouldn't have reloaded right then. Should have supered somebody.
Your victory gives the city hope, Guardians.
Yeah, man. It's disgusting. I can't believe we were a team of 5 the whole time. This guy was destroying people. So was this guy. 26 and look, a 5.2. Even this guy did good. I mean, I did okay, but Weird Beard was holding his own. It's just, it's hard, man. It's hard if you have, you know, you're just in an unbalanced lobby. But yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. And it's not just stuff like that. It's a lot of other stuff as well. So I don't blame you. And I hate this like idea that like people try to shove down people's throats, especially like low-level managers do it for some reason. Which is like to, I don't know, to guilt trip you for wanting something better when you should, you know, be getting something better, and like you need to devote yourself and prove yourself to the company, and it was hard for me to come up, so it should be hard for you to come up. Like, no, people should just be paid fairly, and the rules should be followed, and people should be respected. Like, that's all there is to it. And like when people say, well, like the business would go under, like it's not that the business would go under. Like when you talk about corporate bailouts and stuff, like it's not that those companies were in danger of actually going out of business. It's just that like all the people at the high end didn't want to cut their own pay. Yeah, the boomer generation for sure, man, for sure. They're like, back in my day, I just worked at a grocery store about 30 hours a week and I bought a house. All these lazy pieces of shit working like 70, 80 hours. If you would just stop spending your money on nonsense, you'd have the money for a home. Like, no, you wouldn't, man. Like, you need to, as a couple, bring in, you know, $130,000, $140,000 combined to qualify for a cheap house in California. And of course, California is a bit of a stretch, but even still, man, like when you consider how much wages have gone up versus how much cost of living has gone up, it's absolutely unbalanced. Like, pay has been nerfed for sure, and cost has been buffed to the moon. What was that? Somebody subscribed or something? I didn't see it. Let's see. Maybe it'll show up here. Oh! Iburn 007 is now following. Thanks, man. Yeah, it absolutely is, man. I'm at the end of school for my engineering degree. I do engineering research now. I like to consider myself an engineer, though I don't have the education to substantiate that claim. And hopefully, you know, I'll have good pay here in a couple years or something. But for the meantime, you know, I just work as a tutor when I can, when I have hours around my school schedule that'll allow me to do so.
Enemy has zone advantage.
Where's this guy? He's up top. Oh, Iburn 007. That was you, huh?
Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Nearly blasted me, man. I'm lucky I got that grenade hit on you.
Zone A lost.
Let's see, let's see. Somebody up top, of course, but somebody over here as well. Ooh, 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 ooh. Need to get out of there. Ooh. Could not evade Doom, man. Doom carried my team last time, so he's absolutely going to destroy my current team now, I think. Let's see what I can do. Somebody coming up on our right, far right. Not so far right anymore. Where is he? One of these glaive guys again? No, please tell me it's not. Please push me from this side.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Read blueprint or lines of code. Yeah, I mean I can do both. I can even write blueprints to spec, and I can code in Python, MATLAB, C++, Java, and I think I probably would get hired at some places. I've gotten a few job offers for when I finish school, but I would say a lot of engineering jobs do still require you to have a bachelor's, because although there are plenty of people who sort of have gotten to a point where like their skill is substantial or similar, there's too much safety in engineering to sort of take the liability of like if someone without a degree messes something up and it costs people, you know, their health or their lives, and then they find out that you hired that guy and he didn't have a degree, you can get quite a lot of trouble. Ooh, he did kill me. Moving out of state? No, man, my son lives here. Nothing I can do about it. Also, the weather's excellent. Goodbye, Doom. Thanks for carrying my team, but I'm trying to win. Oh, there was one there. One here as well. No, I can't. Too many. I messed up. Without versus with? It's not really that. I think it's a liability thing. Because they also, for many roles, also require you to get a professional engineer's license, which is on top of your degree, like a teaching license, for example. Oh, Iburn, you got me. But I would say that learning coding, for example, like if in a software engineering job, depending on the role, is potentially not enough. Because then you rely a little bit too much on like asking other people how things work in order to be able to code things that are worthwhile. Where if you understand that side as well, do you have learned coding? What languages are you familiar with? And what would you say is your most proficient language? He's up top.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Sorry, man, I had teammates right near me. I didn't see who had died, so I was just shooting. Just in case it was my guy who got killed. No, I only killed Doom. Oh, you mean, so the other question is Java, C++. Yeah, I mean, everything is like that. You know, if it's something you haven't coded in a while, you're gonna need a little bit of a refresher on it. Pretty much always. That's even true of, like, I don't know, certain things in algebra. You know, if we've all taken the calc series, DE, linear algebra, and then, like, sometimes for a topic in algebra 1, you still gotta go back and look. Like, I don't remember how to do that, man. That was years ago. But, I would say, like, in terms of if you're coding something for the sake of efficiency or otherwise, there are many equations that would either work or not work considering certain constraints. And so when you're trying to code it, unless you know why that equation is the way it is and whether it's suitable there or not, you may make a mistake that you would otherwise not have made, you know, had you known more about the topic itself.
Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
You going to bed? Yeah, I gotta go to bed here in a minute as well. Yeah, he was waiting for my gun to stop shooting, but that takes a while. Yeah, thanks for stopping by anyway, Ramis. Ramis. We'll get a beer, man. For real. Let me know when you want to come by and we'll try to go to 8-bit or something.
You captured Zone C.
Sorry, teammate. I still got the zone for us.
Fire team that fights together.
Ooh, solar ignition. No. Yeah, it's definitely experience as well, and like if your team is really good about helping you out and being a team, working as a team, then you know people won't take too much issue with it. Like if you have, I don't know, a fluid dynamicist on your side that like is really good at fluid dynamics, for example, and you need to come to them for certain equations and stuff. Ooh, sorry, man, that sucks. I hate getting blasted as soon as I pop super.
You're almost there. Zone
Thought I hit him with a shot or two, but I guess not. But yeah, if you have somebody that you can rely on and who doesn't feel like, oh man, stop pestering me with these questions, you should have gone to engineering school like everybody else and know all this stuff and not have to ask anybody anything. In those sort of toxic environments, I guess it would be hard, you know. But if your team is more willing to work as a team and share information and sort of educate one another where necessary, because it behooves them as a team member for the sake of the success of the team, then it's not really a problem. But you know, that's not always the case. People are toxic, just like they are in Destiny. They're also toxic in real life.
Your victory gives the city hope, Guardians.
You know, like my professor that I'm doing the research for, it's aerospace research, but it's all in programming, in Python. And it's reinforcement learning. Man, these two guys carried hard. Ivern did great considering their team lost. But you know, I'm nowhere near at the level that I would need to be. It says Ivern's adding me to your friends list. Yeah, I'll add him up. I'll have to follow back on Twitch as well. Gotta remind myself that, because I gotta get off here in a minute. I think this is gonna be my last match. It's already 3. But what I was getting at, what was I talking about? Yeah, that the research I'm doing, I'm like well below the level required to code the network itself. But I know how to change parameters and like make tweaks to it regarding like differential equations or different noise profiles and stuff. And I understand how neural networks work well enough that I am not messing up the code. I can do some work, and I also know how to run it on a GPU to actually and also interpret the results to see like whether it was better or whether it was not, whether it's overfitted or whether it's sort of unuseful data, even if it looks good. Like if the results are good but it's not really, the efficacy isn't there, I can tell the difference, and most of that is because I know a little bit of programming, but I also understand engineering, at least what we're doing, which is all aerospace stuff. So I think that's why my professor was willing to take me on, where like he has asked for plenty of help from my other classmates and stuff, and some of them either don't have enough programming experience or like can't change the code or manipulate the code without breaking it, or at least it doesn't feel confident that they can. And then otherwise, like if they're pretty good at coding but they don't understand the math or they don't understand the engineering side of it, then he also feels like, we can't really take them because then I'd have to teach them all this stuff. Or I'm at least at a point where,
Control.
yeah, but it's a bit of all of that like, depending on what the job is, even realistically, if you're doing aerodynamics or something, if you're an aerodynamicist. Yeah. Good evening, morning, Ed. Thanks, man. Oh. Likewise, do people even say that anymore? I do. Man, my card is struggling here. I mean, not that it's a powerful card or anything.
Enemy claims Zone B. one.
How did I not kill that guy right now? Yikes. Let's go dentist. Oh man, people have the funniest names in Destiny. But yeah, even if your role doesn't explicitly require you to have great skill in one particular thing, like if you're an aerodynamicist, they may need you to understand programming well enough that you can like work well with a programmer. Yeah, no, and for sure, like take the stuff I say with a grain of salt. This is just, of course, my experience like working on a team with my professor and 2 of his PhD students and 1 of his master students, and working on this neural network, as well as talking to plenty of my other professors, like one who was retired from JPL, and then my brother's father-in-law is also one of the lead engineers over at Northrop. So you know, like I'm not speaking from nowhere, but for sure, like I'm not in the know. I'm not a professional engineer or anything. I wish. It's what I'm working towards, you know.
What can stop you if you fight together?
Where's he going? Which way is he going? Oh, I don't have any special ammo. Ooh, I thought I still had some. Yeah, but I mean, if you can land a job and like they know they're hiring you without a degree, it's likely the pay will be less, and it will be because it comes with sort of those, like with that in mind. And so they'll know that like on occasion, you know, you're probably going to need a little bit of help with your math, maybe. And maybe that's not the case with you, but if you don't have a math degree, they'll have to take into consideration that like, well, you hired somebody who doesn't have a math degree, so there's a chance that they need some help with math. Ooh, this guy blasted me. And you know, if they're not willing to do that, and of course the pay will likely reflect this, and if they're not willing to do that and they need somebody who's like, no, I need somebody who can do it all without any sort of help and stuff, I totally missed my grenade. That was so dumb.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
You know, and if they want somebody who can do all that stuff, then like, okay, well, go hire someone with a degree and pay them the appropriate amount that they deserve for the schooling that they had to undergo to show you that like, I'm worthy of this position. I haven't even noticed. It looks like my team is slaying.
Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Man, that guy almost got away from me again. He's done it too many times now. Looks like maybe their team is quitting because I can't find anybody on this map. I mean, they have C, they haven't gone for B, and there's like nobody over here.
A strong start. Fight on. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. 2 for 1. Yes. 3 down.
Triple play. This kind of sucks at this point. We might as well cap so the match could be over soon.
You captured zone C. That's a power play.
This is definitely the last match. I feel run down right now.
fight together. Nothing. Zone A lost.
Ooh, I got blasted. So did my teammates.
Zone C lost.
I tried to aim it down a little bit towards the end there.
You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
Man, I didn't even talk about SBMM pretty much at all. Ooh, he got me. I felt like kind of like, well, as much as their team is dragged, man, let them pop off with this super and get a few kills. I'm sure my teammates are not really happy about that, but
Zone B lost.
it doesn't bother me that he killed me once. This match is still a slaughter.
3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong.
Ooh, that guy got me.
Zone C captured. Zone
That
advantage
Asian
is
guy.
yours.
Is it a play on words that he has the word data in there?
Zone B captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Zone A lost.
And that N followed by the word guy is also the start of the name Win. Who knows, right? Who knows? The guy right here. He's already dead. There's another guy coming at me right now. Let's see if we hit him. That's a no. This match is over. Just let it end.
You captured Zone A.
I really
That's a
wish the
power
Mercy kicked in a little bit sooner.
play. Now hold them.
Because I hate these super long, drawn out, lopsided matches. Whether winning or losing.
Zone C lost.
See if I could super somebody from here. Only one.
I could not ask for
It's
a
over.
better victory.
That's it. That is absolutely it for me tonight. I cannot stand to do any more. I hope the mic quality has been good. I'll check it out here in a minute, I guess. Hopefully it'll let me just rewind since it's been streaming the whole time. But I'm looking forward to SBMM and seeing more even matches, even if that means on average they're harder for me. And I know plenty of people are going to be happy about, man, look, 3.14. Yikes. Plenty of lower skill players are going to be real happy about it, and plenty of high skill players are going to absolutely hate it, in contrast with, of course, what it's like today. Yikes! 397,000 Crucible kills. Look at me. I think that's lifetime though. I think mine's only like 10,000 lifetime, maybe 20,000. But it's definitely not 397,000. Iburn, you're a madman. Absolutely mad. Alright, well that does it for me. Should I get up in rank at all? I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I should have claimed some bounties or whatever, but whatever. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go check out my audio quality. I'll see you guys next time.